Hey guys, what's going on? Today we're going to be talking about my brand new partnership with TACTACAM FISH-i. I'm really excited to be running these cameras this year, and all my YouTube stuff, anything I'm going to be videoing, I'm going to be running with these fish-eye cameras. You know, right off the bat, I like the color of them. You know, I like the green. They've got a real compact, unique design. I really like that. It kind of catches your eye. And you know, this is the only camera on the market that has been made strictly for fishermen. That given the fish eye part of the camera. The main thing that I've had these cameras a few days, is the ease of use while using them. It's pretty simple to get them set up. There's a lot of different modes you can use, modes that are made for us fishermen, and I'll get into that in just a second. Right off the bat, when you get your camera, there's a record and power button. You're going to see it on the top. You got a record power button, and then on the bottom you've got a mode Wi-Fi button, and then you'll have 4 little light up dots or illuminating dots on the top that are going to indicate when you're charging it, when your Wi-Fi is on, anything to do with that. But right off the bat, to turn the power on, you're just going to hold down the record power button. The light's going to come on green. You'll hold it, let it go. Now you're green. Your mode Wi-Fi button is going to be 3 different colors. You're going to have a blue, a light blue, and a green. Green is going to be your loop video, and what I mean by loop is like with us fishermen, like out there on a tournament day, when we go back, or let's say after the tournament day, when we go back to get all our footage, normally I have to go through the whole day and look for particular circumstances or situations, fish catches, anything that I want to put into the video for you guys on the YouTube thing. Well, what this loop feature does is, every time I catch a fish or anything that I think happens that I want to go back and look at in my footage, all I'm going to do is, while I'm fishing or doing whatever I'm doing, I'm going to go back there while it's recording and hit the record button again. And what that's going to do, it's going to timestamp and mark that section in the footage, and just continue recording. You don't have to turn the camera off, turn it back on. You don't have to record, stop recording, and then press record again to save your place, which I know a lot of guys have to do with other brands. All you have to do is simply walk back there to your camera, mash the button, and go back to what you were doing. It's going to automatically save that for you. The blue light on your mode and Wi-Fi button is going to be your regular video. It's going to be, you're going to click record, and it's going to run all day. Just like you would on any other camera that you've used in the past. The light blue is going to be your time-lapse feature. I'm not going to be using the time-lapse feature when I'm fishing during a tournament day or something, but it would be a good situation where I could set it up while I'm rigging, or I'm washing my boat or rigging my boat, putting stuff in and out, you know, certain circumstances where it's going to be a long period of time that you want to break down into a shorter amount of time. That's where your time-lapse feature is going to come in. To change the mode of your camera, you're going to have the mode Wi-Fi button, and all you're going to do, like right now mine's green, so it's going to be in the loop mode. All I'm going to do is mash that button. It's going to change to blue, the normal video mode. Mash it one more time, you've got a light blue. Mash it one more time, you're back to your loop video. It's just that simple. As simple as the push of a button, it's going to change colors and let you know what mode your camera's in. Going back to the record power button, as soon as I power my camera on, it's going to be recording. Well, I'm going to get into this a little bit later, but it goes into the turning on the camera as soon as you get it. The camera comes standard. As soon as you power it on, it automatically starts recording. There's a section in the settings on the app that you can go in and change it. You can do where as soon as you turn the power on, it's recording, or as soon as you turn the power on, you decide when you want it to start recording, which is where I'm going to set mine. So it's not just going to be running as soon as I put the boat in the water in the mornings or anything like that. So it's pretty cool that it gives you that option. Talking about the back of the camera where all your charging is going to go on and the SD card slot is going to be, you're going to have a little cap. You're going to see it's going to have a lock and a unlock symbol. All you're going to do is slide it to the unlock symbol. The cap comes off. It's real simple. As you can see there at the top, you've got a place where your charger goes in. Below that is the SD card slot, and then below that is going to be your removable battery. That battery just slides out and slides in. It's really simple to charge. All you're going to do is, I actually have a charger on this one, but I'm going to get to that in just a second. Your charger's just going to plug in, and it's got a wall outlet. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, but the illuminating lights at the top above the record power button are going to light up blue as you charge it. If it's dead, when you go to first charge it, you're going to see 1, 2, 3, and so on. And when it gets to 4, as soon as the battery, 4 is not going to be completely charged. The 4 lights have to go completely off, and then the battery will be fully charged. So a lot of people might think that once it gets to all 4 lights are illuminated that your battery's charged. It's real close, but it's not quite there. Your battery is going to run by itself on this camera around 2.5 hours without being plugged up to a charging source. And with that being said, what Fish-i has come up with for you to be able to stay connected to power all day out in the elements and whatnot is a back cap that is basically just an inch and a half long that your power cable can run into, and have a rubber grommet type thing that your cord runs through to keep water from getting in there to your charging outlet. So all it's going to do is the cord is going to run through there and come through this cap, and I'm going to plug my charger in to the charging port, run the cap back up, lock it in, if I can get it lined up, lock it in. You've got your rubber grommet here, run the wire through it, close it off, water resistant cap. You know, water's not going to get in there. If I had to run the charger all day with the back exposed, you know, you're going to leave your camera up to getting water in it, then you're going to have some damage, and the camera's not going to operate correctly. So a really cool thing there that Fish-i's come up with that cap. This is the remote that you can connect up to 5 TACTACAM Fish-i cameras to. It is very simple, very self-explanatory to connect these cameras to this, and I'm going to show you how easy it is. All you're going to have to do is have the remote on, and you're going to come to the camera, whichever camera you choose to do, hit the mode power or mode Wi-Fi button, hold it down for at least 2 seconds. Once you get to 2 seconds, you're going to mash the record power button, and you're going to see on your screen on your remote it's going to show a number 1. Then you'll go to your next camera, do the same process, wait for 2 seconds, click the record power button. You're going to see on your screen it's going to go to a number 2, number 3 with the next camera, number 4, and so on until you get to up to 5. It can go from 1 to 5. So that's pretty neat that you can operate up to 5 cameras with one remote without ever having to go to all these separate cameras. Once you get all your cameras connected to your remote, all you're going to do is you're going to hit your power button once, and it's going to turn every camera on at the exact same time in sequence. It's going to go camera 1 on, camera 2 on, camera 3 on, and so forth. Once you have all your cameras on, the way I'm going to have mine set up, all I have to do is mash the power button one more time, and they're all going to start recording at that same time. Each camera that you purchase is going to come with a little mount. As you can see here, you know, the TACTACAM just slides. It's going to slide in it. You can adjust it whatever angle you want as far as that goes. I had quite a few different models, different brand camera mounts laying around my house, and the little part that sits into what's going to be attaching to your camera it fit in all of them, so it's pretty much universal when it comes to that. I think anything out there on the market that you choose to run is going to fit it perfectly and work great. Alright guys, I'm going to show you how to turn your Wi-Fi on your Fish-i camera so that you're able to go into your app on your phone and communicate with your camera, see what's all on your camera, see what your camera's looking at, actually start recording and stop recording from your camera, go into the settings, you can do all kind of things. So first thing that you want to do, you're going to get your camera, go to your record power button, you're going to give it one press, your lights are going to come on, which means your camera's powered on. Then you're going to hold down the mode Wi-Fi button. It normally takes 3 or 4 seconds. Then your camera's going to start vibrating twice, and your blue light's going to start illuminating, letting you know that your camera's ready for your phone to connect to it. So after that, I'm going to set my camera down. I'm going to go to settings on my phone. I'm going to go to the Wi-Fi part, turn my Wi-Fi on. It's going to show up Fish-i 3, which is the camera that I'm showing you right now. It's connected to that already. Okay, you get out of your settings, go to the Fish-i app. It says connected to Fish-i with the little green button. You're going to press that, and then there's your screen that the camera that I just made the Wi-Fi turn on is connected to your app. Right here, I'm looking at my camera. I can see what my camera is looking at. I can get the right angle. Everything looks good. All right, the bottom left-hand corner when you first get into your app, when it's connected to your camera, you're going to have your options. You're going to have the fishing mode, which is the loop. You're going to have regular video mode, time-lapse, and photo in your bottom left-hand options. Get out of that. Top right is going to be your settings. You've got all kind of settings, however you want the video mode, You can see all of that. Get out of that. This bottom right hand is where all your media is going to be. So anything that you've recorded or anything like that is going to show up. That's all my recordings right there. Go back to that. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory once you get it connected to the app. The last important thing that I want to let you know as far as the camera and everything goes is you need to, every time you get a new SD card, whatever the size may be, whatever gigabyte, you're going to need to format that card on your app, or you can format it on your computer. The easiest way that I found to do it is actually doing it in the TACTACAM Fish-i app, and I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. It's really simple. So I'm connected to my camera that I turned my Wi-Fi on, got connected. I'm going to connect to that camera. I'm going to go in the top right hand corner. I'm going to click the settings, and you're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom, and it's going to say format camera SD card. You're going to click that, and it's going to give you a little note that says, are you sure you want to format this card, the camera storage? All your data will be deleted. Just a little heads up, before you ever start recording is when you need to format your SD card, so you don't have something on there that, with the card not being formatted, once you try and format the card, it's all going to be deleted, everything that you've got on there. So go ahead and do that as soon as you get the card, and all you're going to do is have it in the camera, go to that option, click it, and click confirm. You know, a half a second it says successful, your camera's been formatted. And what that's going to allow you to do with the camera is every time you record something and it saves onto the camera and SD card, it's automatically going to get transferred to your gallery in the app. And then it's just a lot easier to work with. You can cut it, you can edit it a little bit in the app, you can download it to your phone, edit it there, directly download it to your social media, Instagram, Facebook, anywhere you want to post it. So it just makes it a lot easier to be able to do all of that. Again, guys, I'm proud to be working with TACTACAM. I'm looking forward to this year getting you guys all these videos recorded with them. This whole video is actually recorded with the TACTACAM Fish-i. Again, thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.